the true nature of who we are, beyond time and space, into the levels where we are pure awareness. The idea at that level that we have no power is ludicrous, which is why they have to do what they've done. Because trying to manipulate and control a human race in awareness of itself, don't even bother. And they do it through fear, the four-letter word that controls the world. Fear is a liar. What is there to fear? Great friend of mine, Moni, who's come over from America, first time out of America to this event today, she calls fear false emotion appearing real. And one of the great illusions is fear. No more fear. That's how we got into this situation. No more fear. No more fear, come on. If you can't laugh at insanity, you become insane. No more fear. Look at them. I wish it was a joke. It's not. It's real. Now, this is a wonderful quote. Martin Luther King, he had many, of course, but this is a fantastic quote. You may be 38 years old, as I happen to be, and one day some great opportunity stands before you and calls you to stand up for some great principle, some great issue, some great cause. And you refuse to do it because you are afraid. You refuse to do it because you want to live longer. You're afraid that you will lose your job, or you're afraid that you will be criticized, or that you will lose your popularity, or you're afraid that someone will stab you or shoot you or bomb your house, so you refuse to take the stand. Well, you may go on and live until you are 90, but you're still just as dead at 38 as you would be at 90. And the cessation of breathing in your life is but the belated announcement of the earlier death of the spirit. When it is uncomfortable, when it is unpopular, even when it is dangerous to speak the truth, is precisely the time that the truth should be spoken. I choose freedom. I am all that is and ever can be. I am all possibility. I am infinite awareness, infinite consciousness, infinite the great forever. And I'm afraid of people in uniform and dark suits and rules and regulations. Are you kidding? No way. Who are these people? Who are these people with their rules and regulations and their rule-book minds and their software perceptions and software brains? We are frightened of them. People, the most common way people give up their power is thinking they don't have any. Well, hey, we'll see about that in the next little while. Look at it. If you go on YouTube and put in the tiny dot, or words to that effect, it's hilarious. What they do is they show the American population, this is just a bit of it, by the way, in relation to the number of people in government and Congress, and here, this little bigger one, the number of people in the Internal Revenue, their version of the taxation people. I mean, look at them! If you look at the people that are actually at the core in full knowing of this whole thing, it's tiny. They have to recruit from the target population. Don't panic, organize. The reason they get away with it is they divide and bloody rulers. You know, the people don't know their true power. Walk away. You know, I've seen hundreds and hundreds of sheep following a shepherd and a sheepdog. Hundreds of them. And the shepherd is authority. And the sheepdog is fear that authority delivers if you don't conform. Row, row, row. And you look at it, and all these hundreds of sheep are just following the one in front and succumbing to fear. Now, it wouldn't take anything like all of them. It would take nothing like half of them. It would take just a significant number of these sheep to go, do you know something, mate? I'm fed up of every day we come out of that field and we walk through this bloody street and we go into these. I've never been down that street. I've always wondered what's that. Have you? I'm going down. I'm having enough. I'm going down. Do you know something? I've never been down here. I'm going down here. In no time, just by a few of them saying, I ain't conforming anymore. I ain't giving me power away anymore. I'm not letting you tell me what I am and what I do anymore. This authority figure, he's looking around going, what do we do? What do we do? Because they've got no power. Because the sheep are going off in all different directions and are not conforming. And when the sheepdog comes round, oh, go by bonus. I mean, I'm not frightened of you, okay? Go away. You have no power over me. And thus, this mass of sheep conformity, herd-like conformity, controlled by a shepherd and a sheepdog, suddenly they cannot control them. The system cannot control them because this only works if this follows that without question. And that's what the human race has been doing for generation and generation. The sheep breeding season is over. Human race. So where now? Well, we can keep going as we are. These silly sods in their silly bloody uniforms and funny hats, they await us up that line, or we can awaken and change reality to the point where we don't any longer are no longer heading for this fascist global state, which is just something that is happening because we're not challenging it. We can first of all turn off the microwave for the mind called the television and only put it on when it serves us and not goggle box it so we're serving it. When we're watching television, we go into brainwave states that are pretty much the same as a hypnotic state, and we can stop making excuses. Oh, I'd like to do something, but there's an hour in the month. Well, I didn't know it was happening. That is not an excuse anymore. No, it was an excuse. Oh, sorry, I would have done something, but I didn't know. Not anymore. The information is there. Anyone that doesn't look at it is choosing not to look at it. So that's not an excuse anymore. We stop conforming to the blueprint which is being provided for us on a waveform level to decode through into our own imprisonment. You know, this archontic force has no creative imagination. It can only distort what already exists. Thus, they cannot create the world of Orwell. They have to manipulate us to create it. And what they're doing all the time, and a lot of this stuff in the movies, which are feeding you what they want to happen. Look at all the movies over the last decade or so, more and more now all the time, that are portraying this very police state and this very Orwellian fascist Agenda 21 world that I've been talking about. They're doing that for a reason. It's to implant that in the subconscious so it becomes reality through humans' creative imagination. They have to get us to do it. Number one, the fascist global state is not coming because we're not freaking having it anymore. And we are not any longer going to be manipulated into manifesting our own enslavement. And when they tell us to be quiet, we shout bloody louder. Silence is consent. Can you hear us now? If you want to be free, then don't run and hide. This is a time for looking the world in the bloody eye. Together, coming together. Strength does not come from physical capacity, it comes from indomitable will, Mahatma Gandhi. And that will says we are not having it anymore. Human race, get off your knees. What are you doing down there? Hey, all these reasons we get on our knees. Oh, God, and oh, bloody hell. All that exists, all imagination, all possibility, all that is, has been, and ever can be. What are you on your freaking knees to? Yourself. Ridiculous. Come on. Get off your knees. Look at the dynamics. Look at the numbers. It can only happen because we allow ourselves to be divided and ruled. divided and ruled through archontic religions under different names, divided and ruled by the ludicrous fault lines of race and culture. Celebrate your race, celebrate your culture, but it's an experience. We're all one. Divided and ruled by the ludicrous liberal, Democrat, Labour, Conservative, Republican bollocks. Masks on the same face, rich and poor, and all these bloody things. And there's another divide and rule that people forget about. Me, me, me. What divides me from everything else is I'll only do what I think is right for me in the circumstances that I face. Why don't we start responding and reacting to situations on the basis of what is right and what is just and what is fair in that situation for all concerned, rather than what is right for me.